You and I, we tend to see exactly what we believe in life. And I want to share a quick story with you about how the power of simply believing something and believing the possibility of something when there was no evidence to support that actually changed the status of a really bad trauma that I went through, a really bad injury. And also, not only that, but how that power of that belief actually led to something that changed my family tree forever, as far as a purpose and financially and in other ways in life that are all good. All right, it came from a really bad situation, and I don't know what you or somebody you know is going through right now. You may have experienced some sort of loss or trauma or an injury or a setback, or there's some major health challenge maybe that you're facing. And it's interesting because most of you who know me, you know my story. You know I was injured by the suicide bomber in Afghanistan all those years ago. Horribly injured, 14 months at a medical center, burn treatment, reconstructive surgery, occupational physical therapy, post-traumatic stress, traumatic brain injury, daily headaches, you name it, the list goes on. All right, I have a medical file as thick as an Encyclopedia Britannica, if you're old enough to even remember what that is. All right, so what changed my life? Why was I able to bounce back? Why are other people just like you able to bounce back? Well, before you actually do anything that allows you to bounce back from some sort of trauma or setback or challenge, it all starts right here. I was listening to somebody talk this morning, which spurred a thought in my mind, and I want to share it with you. I was at the hospital, like I said, for 14 months after my injury. I always believed, I chose to believe, belief is a choice. I chose to believe that there was a reason for it happening, and I decided to seek it out. That created possibilities. If you shut yourself down and you say there's no reason for this, nothing good can come from this, you've literally just shut the door of life on yourself and possibility. There was a guy who showed up to the hospital whose name was Dave. Dave was my first mentor. He was the guy that came into my life at just the right place, just the right time, just the right person, just the right opportunity. He's the one who taught me how to write books and speak and use my story to go all over the world now and help people win their own battles and overcome their own trauma and challenges and to be more resilient. And here's what's interesting. I was open to possibilities of good that could come from my situation. And I knew a lot of guys like me in my similar situation at the time who were not open. Here's the thing, Dave would have come to the medical center either way. I just wouldn't have recognized the opportunity or the possibility. You know, when if I was there and I didn't have any open-mindedness to my horrible situation, again, nothing would have changed in reality except in my reality. Dave still would have come to the medical center to talk to a bunch of the injured guys like me, but I simply wouldn't have shown up or been there if I didn't have this mindset that things were possible that I could not yet see, that I believed. All right, and I'm not trying to get too uber spiritual, but this happens. You can see this in your life if you look closely. In fact, in the Bible, in Hebrews chapter 11, verse 1, it says that faith is confidence in what we hope for and assurance of what we do not see. It says that faith is confidence. When you're going through a tough situation, you can't afford not to have faith. You can't afford not to have confidence that things will get better. In fact, that's one of the things that distinguishes people who overcome their trauma or setbacks or challenges and those who don't. It's that they have a confidence. And it doesn't always have to be based on facts, because before facts become reality, your mind, your thoughts are reality. And your thoughts lead to things that often become the actions, which often become reality. So if you're going through something or you know somebody who is, you need to really check yourself when it comes to what you're thinking. All right. So being open or not open to possibilities, that's my whole point here. One way or another, the opportunity, meeting Dave, would have passed in front of me. I either would have recognized it or not recognized it. Fortunately, I was open to possibilities. I had faith that things could get better, and I was looking for signs of that. and ways to make things better, or to discover things that could make my life better through the pain I was going through. And so I want you to think about your life. I want you to share this video if you know somebody who's going through something tough. What are they believing? I mean, my mother alone has been healed of 3 incurable sicknesses, diseases in her lifetime. 3. Not once, it was by chance, which that's called a miracle anyway. 3 times. And it had nothing to do with medicine. It was praying, it was believing, it was enduring that and believing things were going to get better, and then one day she would come to a point where it was just gone. She realized that she was no longer in pain anymore. She's like, I don't feel anything. She was praying to get healed, and she said, well, I don't feel anything. She said, wait a minute, I don't feel anything. It wasn't some giant cosmic experience. She simply realized in a moment that her pain was no longer there. She couldn't feel her pain anymore. It was gone. All right, so what is it in your life? What are you thinking? Do you believe in the possibility that things can get better, even if there's no evidence to suggest otherwise? Remember that belief is always a choice. Belief is never a matter of ability. It's always a matter of your will, meaning it's not about, yeah, I don't have the ability. It's not that you can't believe something better, even when a situation looks impossible. It's that you're choosing not to see it that way. But when you choose to see it that way, when you choose to believe and see that there's possibility, it's amazing the things that just kind of show up in your life. Sometimes it's in the form of a guy named Dave, and your entire situation changes. And that person is used by God to change your family tree for a greater purpose that you're here for. Just remember what I said about faith. Faith is confidence. Faith is confidence. Faith is confidence. Confidence in what we hope for, and assurance about what we do not see. Some of you do, again, you do not see any good coming from your situation right now. That's okay, you don't have to. But it's the confidence. It's the faith piece. It's your thoughts. It's where it all starts. By the way, I want to tell you real quick, I have a new book coming out here in a couple weeks called The Resilience Booklet. And I think it can be massively helpful for you. It's about how extreme survivors overcome massive challenges. If you resonated with anything I said here in this video, you're going to love the book. And you can go get it at resiliencebooklet.com. I think there's actually a link in the post here, resiliencebooklet.com. And you can get a free copy of it. All I ask is that you pay a flat $7 shipping fee, all right? And that allows me to get that to you for free. And it just covers that $7 covers the printing and postage. It covers the envelope. It covers the person I paid to stuff the envelope with the book and take the envelope and book to the post office so it can be delivered to you. Unfortunately, the post office isn't charitable, and they don't care if I'm trying to do a good thing. They're going to charge me shipping. All right. So look, we all go through bad things, and the best thing you can do is believe the best. You got nothing to lose. And I know it might sound hokey to some people, but that literally changed my life. And if you look at some of the most incredible stories of people who overcome unthinkable devastation, it all started right here with about how they think. And so, by the way, if you grab that copy, go sign up for the free copy right now, because it'll be launched here in a couple of weeks. It'll just put you on the email list so that I can send out an email to let you know when it comes out, because I will not be announcing the book on social media first. I will be announcing the book to my email list first. All right, and we're only printing 2,000 copies right now. All right, and since we're giving them away for free, we're gonna have to wait and see if we can get more books later on once they're gone. All right, so don't miss out on that. You don't be left behind with that. Go sign up so you can get a copy for free. Just pay the shipping, and you'll also get 5 free bonuses with that as well, which include the ebook version, the audio keynote file, which is the actual the keynote speech I gave up in Boston, Massachusetts last year to over 400 mental health professionals about human resilience. You get that. Nobody saw that outside of that organization, outside of that meeting. You'll get that for free, along with 3 other free bonuses as well. And it's a small price to pay to take back control of your life when you've been through something, or to put this resource in the hands of somebody you know who's gone through something. Maybe it's a military service member, or just a family member or friend, a loved one who's suffered some sort of loss or injury, or some unfortunate diagnosis. All right, so go to resiliencebooklet.com. You can grab your copy of that here when it comes out. You'll get on the list right now. I'm not going to send you any junk mail. It's just going to come directly from me. When the book comes out, I'll let you know about it. You'll be the first to know. And just remember, faith is confidence, and possibilities appear in your life based on what you think and what you believe about life. It's amazing. It's almost like life is indifferent. You can believe for the bad or you can believe for the good. Either way, it's going to produce something. All right, everything that we do starts with your thought. And I want to help you think better so you can have a better life and overcome the challenges you face.